I am just going to Joey&Jarell and give you kind of my thoughts on Paul Giamatti, Amazing Spiderman to what he's wearing in set photos. And first, you can tell it's really wonky how they're going to try to do this. Like everyone's hoping he's not main villain, but he's probably going to be with our luck. But yeah, you see, you just don't know what to think. I mean, you got Paul Giamatti, this huge, not much of a bodysuit, more of a head type thing going on, like neck, maybe shoulders. It's like these weird things going on. Things on like the real wheelie thing. Just like I thought like what the hell is going on? And of course, there's everyone that's like probably in a motion capture too, and of course thinking Rhino's big, how they're gonna scale that. And I'm guessing if I still think they're gonna use something like a bigger kind of motion capture a little bit more, but apparently not even motion capture suits. Still wearing a tank top, jeans, um, this going on, a little barbed wire thing going on his head, and it's just weird, huge headset. And I'm using the wrong word for that. It's weird. And if you look close, you see like this guy's silver suit, not silver suit, but silver sweatshirt, the mask, kind of trying to blend in, trying to push him around, which I think, yeah, I think that's gonna be kind of weird because they're gonna have to kind of skill this CG because the Rhino moving just like this, yeah, it's gonna look so nonchalant. Yeah, the Rhino moves like that. Um, yeah, it'd be kind of weird. So I'm guessing I was gonna think like maybe they're gonna do something with CGI. Like I like how they're trying not to make Electro less CGI as possible, and I'm guessing they're gonna try to put more of the time in CGI to Rhino, just make it look more better, look bigger. Um, yeah, basically that. I think if hopefully it works out well, maybe not, maybe not, but whatever first comes first. Like everyone's hoping he's a beginning villain, and the set photos we're seeing him in the beginning as this guy like in the truck, codename Rhino. Pretty much it. Explain it the best. Like, oh no, he's not that. Like one of those scenarios where he's just metaphorically Rhino, not really Rhino in the suit, and that's what I was going off of when I thought, and then serum thing, if you saw that in the pictures, and like maybe in another movies could come back as the Rhino is Rhino, but apparently not. Apparently it's in this movie. And I'm hoping they don't rush it. Like maybe like beginning you see in Spider-Man takes him out, it's like that, not like that, but you know what I mean. And then maybe halfway through, maybe this is when Electro starts to turn. You see Spider-Man and he fights, and the new Rhino, the Rhino based off the comics, is just huge, all gray and remember. Um, well, kind of like that, and then maybe at the end, kind of like three boss battles. Well, there's more than three, but you know what I mean. And kind of build up from there. And the one weird thing, like we have guys like the Amazing Spider-Man video game, which came out a while back ago. One of the people who made the game was like, all the villains in the Amazing Spider game will not be in any future sequels of the Amazing Spider-Man. And when I first got the news of it, I'm like, oh well, they lied. But this kind of opens a whole world of opportunities for what villains could be in future sequels. Like I know Venom is one people really want to be done. Are gonna be kind of cool, but I think they to hold off Venom because we just saw it happen in Spider-Man 3 like 6 years ago. If I count that right. And so hold off on Venom. Maybe like we got Rhino, we got Electro in this one. Maybe show a teaser of Green Goblin at the end. Third movie, maybe midway through it, we get first Green Goblin villain, maybe the third one. Midway through it, the Green Goblin kills Gwen Stacy. End of it is the huge battle, which Goblin gets speared. Right, Goblin, this guy gets speared right through here, and he's done. He's supposed to be dead, but as you know, how with future comics it doesn't really work out that way. So basically, kind of like that. But there's one scene I'm guessing if they do this, kind of there was a scene in the comics if you read that comic that in the end Peter walks in, appears in the room, Mary Jane comes in, she's like, how you doing? And he's like just naps on her, goes completely ballistic, and then he's like, get away. I haven't read that comic in forever. And basically give him the choice, and that's the end of the comic. That'd be kind of cool. But that was the end of the movie, and then we get the Amazing Spider-Man 4, and I don't know how long they want to keep this movie franchise going. Like, I think it kind of sucks to end it third one. Like, that kind of sucks. Like, I'd say end it at least the fifth one of Peter Parker, and then as the story goes, Peter dies. Go rather two ways with that. Like, I don't want them to redo Doc Ock, so not the old Doc Ock thing that just happened in Amazing Spider-Man comics. What Ultimate Spider-Man did is basically kill Peter Parker, and he's Miles Morales, and there you go. I think that's kind of cool, but that's my opinion. Um, so then maybe like after Miles Morales, continue that franchise, but instead of making it the Amazing Spider-Man, make a little tidbit, make it tie into the Amazing Spider-Man, but and make it a known franchise like Amazing Spider-Man with Peter Parker, and then we maybe get Ultimate Spider-Man with Miles Morales. Tie those in together. That'd be really cool. Just kind of see that something from the comics come to life that like just happened recently, and I think 2011. That'd be kind of cool. Just to me, that'd be just really fun to see on the screen. Like maybe Andrew Garfield dies. Maybe whoever you can get to play Miles Morales, but it depends on what age you want to make him. In comics, I think it's like what, 13, 14, probably just entering high school. Maybe they can find an actor. I don't know who they would pick, but I remember the whole why they got made Miles Morales is the whole Danny Glover made the Spider-Man, and they said no, and they're like, oh my god, and you know, yeah, much more on that story. Probably heard it in 2011, and then they're like, well, we need more diversity in the Spider-Man franchise. They didn't care about comics. They didn't care about movies. They had to do something. So killed Peter Parker off, and I like the comic. It was really up to really, in my opinion. But if you don't want to buy a comic, you probably just go online. There's a motion comic. If you know those, basically the comics that they move as it goes along, and those are really cool. Amazing Spider-Man, not Ultimate Spider-Man. That's one of them. Really cool. You might want to check that out if you get the chance. If you get the chance. And kind of ended there for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Ended on a high note. Like there's a scene from I believe I can't remember the comics, but I remember watching it more in motion comics where Peter and Uncle Ben they're like kind of walking down clouds, heaven signified, and just walking down there. And that'd be a cool scene. You can do that in movies now, like stuff movies all the time, but they look more realistic now. So yeah, right. Yeah, kind of like I don't know, just be kind of cool to me, but definitely kind of cool to kill Gwen Stacy off. Like if you remember in the first Spider-Man, how they're going back, his poster right there, not that top it, Spider-Man one poster right there. That was when he gives Peter an option to read out save Mary Jane, save Mary Jane, or save the kids. And if you see everyone's seen the movie, saves them both. But really, that's supposed to be the death of Gwen Stacy. Like if they would have gotten Gwen Stacy instead of Mary Jane for that franchise, it was really cool to see Gwen die. I think, of course, people would complain it's too early. We didn't get to really know her character much. Dies at that in climax. Really weird. All this stuff going on, we're not gonna know now. But a cool way to end it. Like, be afraid. A cool way to end it, and then Spider-Man 2, we would have, Mary Jane introduced, or like at midway through, Mary Jane introduced in Spider-Man 1. Like, the last one here. Maybe have a couple of editions of Spider-Man 2. I don't know why I do. Let's see, Spider-Man 2. Maybe you could have made that movie more of a immediate based thing. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on now again. My thoughts on how what they could do with the new Spider-Man movies, how they could do it, how what they could do with it, and basically how they can go one step beyond and blow people's minds, which would be really cool. Like not Tenacious B, like I was sure I've seen that movie and recently or something like that. Careful. Right, so yeah, it'd be kind of cool just to kind of see them tie everything in. So yeah, I don't know how to end this, so I'm just gonna try to end it on a high note, which is probably what I can do. Okay, how am I gonna end this? I'm not like this. I know.